Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Seminary. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Came across videos where Black people are also talking about the obsession of these people towards people that look like me and all that. That boils down to so many things because sometimes I ask questions. Why do I ask question? I ask question because you can't tell me that you do not like this. Okay, example. I do not like iPhone 12. Like, okay, iPhone in general. But then behind, I have all the iPhones, but I am coming out with Samsung, telling you people that I don't use Apple products. Why that? You all will be the one to tell us that you fear Black people. Why do you fear Black people? They don't have any reason why they fear Black people. Pay Black people reparations so that they know if they want to stay or not. No. They will tell you Black people are woke, Black people, we have Black fatigue. What is woke? What is Black fatigue? They don't know the meaning. They decided to co-opt Black fatigue and still do not even understand that it's a thing Black people suffered from them. One thing with them is wanting to, all the things that they did to Black people, they look for a way to push it like they are the victims, because all the time they are always the victim. I mean, Black people are always the villain. Check it out now. Let's get into this video.
Mr. President, I implore you, call for a civil war. Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country. This is good versus evil, Mr. President. We will follow you. I'm willing to fight and I'm willing to die. We are all Charlie Kirk.
His Facebook went private, by the way. I keep telling y'all, these white conservatives, man, they're like chihuahuas. All bark, no bite. All they do is bark. Somebody go check on that guy, though, because he's a madman for sure.
White people, answer this for me. What is the obsession with us? Y'all don't like us. You don't respect us. No matter what we do, y'all feel that we're lazy. You feel that we are savages. You think that we are the absolute worst, but y'all can't stop thinking about us. You can't. That's an obsession. That's an obsession. Even if we move away and we do our own thing, that's still not enough for y'all, because y'all still are going to come and bother us. It's like I have to fuck with y'all. And I was watching a video of this guy, and he was saying it need to be studied. For white people that don't like Black people, y'all need to be studied. Because I would just like to know, honestly, and just hear me. I would honestly like to know, what is the problem? How come you don't like Black people who've never done anything to you? See, this is what I'm saying. When y'all had our ancestors enslaved, y'all did the worst of the fucking worst. And then you tried to act like it wasn't that bad and forget about it and all of that. And because we are such forgiving people, okay, so we let it ride. Y'all still let the same shit. It never stopped. It was just quieted down. Now, because of everything that's going on, now it's out in the open. You got white people out here talking about let's start a civil war so we can go door to door to, clean the streets. Clean the streets of what? It's never going to be a white America. It's not. Black people built America. You may not want to hear that, but it's the truth. Let me tell you what Black people did. So, we took care of your grounds. We cooked your food, took care of your kids, everything. We made y'all money, all of that. And I think what it is that y'all are trying to label us as lazy. No, y'all the lazy motherfuckers. Because y'all couldn't even do the simplest shit as taking care of your own children. The mothers, their babies couldn't even suckle from them. Do you understand? Nothing. Black women had to do that. Black women cooked food. Not the white, Black women. And if we're so low down, dirty, and hateful and all that, why the fuck do y'all want to be around? Why y'all keep fucking with us? Leave us alone. Just leave us alone. But it's like, you got to understand, for you to want to unalive somebody of color, understand how much hate you have to have in your fucking heart. Understand this. What goes around comes back around. And it may not be you, but it could be your children. It could be your family member, somebody close to you. But understand this. What goes around comes back around. What you put out into the universe, it comes back, whether it's positive or negative. But that's what I would like to know. Without you getting all in your feelings and being smart, just think about it. What is the problem? What's the problem? That's what I'd like to know.
You know, one topic that baffles me is the white people's obsession with black people. Some of it goes back to the fact that they don't see us as fully human. Because for all of enslavement and even past that time, 3/5 human and all these things, we were seen as property. Just a taskmaster, a do-boy, a do-girl, some other, we almost like livestock. And so some of that, I feel, has permeated the psyche of those that descend from people that were enslavers. And some people that, because not all white people's lineage, like not all white people come from people that actually had the money or means to own people, but they acted in overseer positions. Best believe that they participated in the oppression of us, of our people. And I started digging into it because yesterday I kept seeing pop up on my timeline white people attempting to co-opt the word black fatigue to say they are tired of the ghetto, blah, 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 blah. When essentially black fatigue is what we experience just dealing with the systems and the day-to-day existing within this place that we find ourselves. The same way they took woke, they trying to take black fatigue, but we're not going for that. We're going to continue to tell the truth about that terminology. But I asked AI, and I hate AI, but I asked AI, why are white people obsessed with black people? And it responded as the people that actually programmed AI, because this is what it said. The query expresses a harmful stereotype and generalization suggesting that white people are obsessed with black people. But ChatGPT and OpenAI and all those things have been found to have racist perceptions because of the people that they only are able to pull the information as what's been presented to them, and the vast majority have been programmed by those. But so they see us as things versus as people, right? They feel they know better than us. And the constant survey, because they were pointing finger telling us what to do back then, they feel like they still know more than us or better than us how we need to conduct ourselves in life. They don't want us to occupy spaces that are above the stations that they feel that we should occupy. Thus, all this talk around DEI and meritocracy, which is nonsensical. Let's be very fucking clear. But they want us in a subservient. It's about maintenance of social hierarchy. And when they see black people rising above certain stations, they all up in arms. But my thing, and not only that, the implicit bias, and then they threatened by black joy and all these things. And that's why people say, well, if they can't stand us so much, why they can't leave us alone? Because they feel like they're still supposed to be dictating our movements, dictating, because, we could not laugh on the plantation. We could not openly express ourselves. There were so many restrictions on us just existing. And these new white people are the offspring of those people. And so they still feel that they are supposed to be in the mix. And that's why when y'all be passing out passes to come to cookouts, I don't come from that. My family didn't play that shit. So I don't know nothing about it. At all. No. Absolutely not. We gotta do better. And then some of y'all are just so loose with information online. And I know you want to share it with your people, but you need to come up with something else. Your left hand ain't never supposed to know what your right hand is doing, and vice versa. Y'all just spilling the beans. Just constantly just spilling the beans. Just share. And that is part of the problem, because we are so community-based and we're so open and welcoming to people. And that is how they came in and poisoned people against one another and captured so many people, because we were just like, oh, these are different people, but they are people. But are they, though? Are they? It's got to be a line. Got to be a line. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that is something that has been on my mind. Why are you so obsessed? Why? And a lot of it is because you think they really do feel like they still own us. Some of them. We don't know no better.
Again, I am fascinated by white people's obsession with us, right? Considering, as they always remind us, we're such a small part of our population. They give us a lot of energy. Because one, the ancestral need they have to control us. Not just our bodies, but down to our thoughts and emotions. Because why do they care about how we feel about Charlie Kirk dying? Like, why do they even care? Why are they so obsessed about our emotions? I mean, one thing they don't seem to get, because they're unable to see outside themselves, is how few of us cared, period. We didn't know him to celebrate or to mourn. He was not important in our lives. He wasn't big. But even if he were, why are they trying so hard to police our emotions? You know, it reminds me of, because, you know, I always got to go back, because I always feel like my ancestors are calling out and speaking through me, that, you know, when the people who enslaved us, the slave masters, would die, we typically, our enslaved ancestors were typically the ones who had to wash and prepare them for burial. We were the ones who made the food and served the food for the repast. And we also had to sometimes attend the funerals. And I assume act as if we gave a damn or were sad, which, you know, sometimes we probably for real, were celebrating that. But they controlled us. So maybe they want to go back to those days where we're so upset. I mean, it's like, even if the emotion's not genuine, they want us to show some sort of emotion. But it's wild how it just seems to be stuck in their DNA, because we don't care how they feel when we die. When we talk about Black Lives Mattering, it's not because we care about their emotions. We didn't even get up in arms when they were selling Skittles after Trayvon Martin's death and things like that. I mean, we recognize it was cruel, but we kind of accepted that as part of many of their DNA and personalities. When we say Black Lives Matter, it's because we want justice. We're fighting for justice, the justice system to work when one of us is unfairly murdered, right? So, but it's not because we're like, no, but why aren't you sad about our heroes? We're comfortable with our hashtags and our t-shirts and our homecoming celebrations and how we feel. We're very insular. If they're sad about it or not, we don't care. We just want the justice system to be fair and work for us. That's why we care. So why they care about our emotions is really weird. It's really a weird obsession that they have if you really, really think about it. And then with the obsession, it's almost like they have to be us. So they need for this man who was a millionaire to be this martyr that, fought for everybody, and we have to raise money. I mean, the wife has raised like $5 million. They already had 12 million. They're already worth 12 million, but the wife has raised 5 million because we have to keep it going. You know what I mean? Like how we have great heroes and we are always fighting for justice and raising money for people who really need it and really martyrs, but they need that person. It's like they need their King, their Martin. They're even jealous of our tragedies. It's like I've said before about us being enslaved. Like they want to be slaves too. Like, I don't know, but I'm living this stuff every day as, with you. But at the same time, I'm sitting here in the background like, this shit is wild. I'm telling you, your obsession with us has got to be studied. It has got to be studied.
Is war. You liberal lunatics have crossed the line. I can't believe you did this. You will pay for what you have done.
Hey, so it was not a POC liberal.
What?
It wasn't a transgender person either.
What?
It was another conservative white boy with a gun.
We need to pray for this young man. This man needs Jesus, and now is the time to come together. We can't let this divide us. That is how they switched up so fucking fast. They were quite literally calling for a civil war yesterday, but they ain't got shit to say today once they found out that the shooter was one of them. Not a POC, not a trans person, not a drag queen, not a gay person, not a woman. It is quite literally yet another white
I got
boy.
from those videos, and a very big shout out to all of them. Sincerely speaking, you and I know that I didn't know why they fear what they love. Because tell me how you love me, and then behind you tell people that you fear me, or you act like you fear me, but deep down, I mean, you really want to get down. You really like me. I don't know how to say, but this is what it is. I have never seen people that would say that I don't like you, but I also do not want to let you go. You got married to me. We live together, let's example, husband and wife, and all of a sudden, you tell me that you don't want me to be your wife anymore, and I am asking for divorce, and you are telling me no, but I don't want to divorce you. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's all obsession. The same thing with how they tell you, oh, just like what groupers or what they call them. People all of a sudden, they do not, anything that got to do with it's work. All of a sudden, I am finding out that the same people want, the same people they say they don't want. It's more like it. Man, choose where do you want to be. You want to be here or left or right. You don't want to be woke. You don't want like all of it, co-opting black words and all that, looking for a way to hold them to yourself when you know that. Ooh. Sincerely speaking, I don't know. I don't understand the obsession, and I also do not understand why they behave the way they behave. Like, why? Anyway, this is how it's been. I don't think it's new. Black people understand all this. Black people knew all this. I love the fact that everyone is also. I don't know if people do not listen to black people. That is the only problem. People do not listen. I have been working with them for how many years now? Because I work for you. Yeah, working with you people. I've been working with black people for how many years now? And they don't need to tell me anything before I know. When they blink, I understand what they mean. And they have lived with them for how many years? They still do not know. They still do not understand. Like, are you freaking for real? Are you for real? You've lived with people for how many decades? You can't say anything about them, but they know you left and right. That tells the incompetence. But yeah. It's really amazing where black people found themselves, but yeah. This is what it is. And I am so happy that everyone is pointing it all out. If you ask them, they will tell you they fear black. What do you fear? If you ask them, why do you fear black people? They don't know why they fear black people. Very weird. Bye for now.